Hello, thank you for tuning in. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and today we are going to be, this video we're going to be doing Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. We've done some other videos earlier. Started out with just a handful of signs that I was called to read first, and then we've been working our way through all of the other signs. And this video is Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And then I think we just have a couple more signs to do. I think Virgo and Scorpio. And we'll probably do those in a separate video, just to keep the videos kind of short. So I've already pre-shuffled, so you don't have to listen to me shuffling, watch me shuffling. This is for Taurus, and it's for Sun, Moon, Rising. Maybe your Venus, if your Venus is in Taurus, if it turns out to be a relationship matter, but I'm not entirely sure it will. There have been a few that have been about relationships, most of them romantic relationships. I mean, most of them have been about work. So we'll see what happens. But what I'm going to do is just spread the cards. I don't know the name of this deck. I apologize. I bought it ages ago at a shop, Japanese shop. Love the art. Don't know the name of the deck. I'll have to do a little research and see what I can find. But basically my goal here is to pull 5 cards for Taurus, to see if there's any guidance from Spirit, any messages from Spirit for Taurus. I'm just feeling the energy of the cards to see where I'm supposed to be pulling. So we'll get them out and then we'll put them up above for you. Hold on. We have 2. Okay. Oh, 3. Eesh, all right. Well, I'm going to take them all because that's what came out. We've got one more. Someone else had the Hierophant as well. All right, Taurus, what do we have here for you from Spirit? We have 7 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, 9 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Cups. So let's start out with the 7 of Wands. We have something in your life right now that is requiring you to be patient, to persevere, to keep fighting the good fight. Sometimes this card calls to mind defensiveness. I'm not getting that sense here. I'm just sort of resilience, kind of a patience. You're not really happy about waiting, but you're doing your best there to hang in and keeping on and being patient. You are starting to get a little frustrated, but you're doing okay. This is followed by the 4 of Swords. Can you see that clearly? Yeah. So generally this one calls for you to rest, to try to recuperate. Whatever this patience and this perseverance, whatever is calling that forward in you is taking a toll, and you need to try to find a little time in your schedule when you can relax a little bit, Taurus, because it's starting to wear on you. That the 9 of Wands is coming up next, which again is about really, being resilient, hanging in there, and just really, it's just a more extreme version of this. So this is what you're feeling, and maybe as the week progresses, you get to this point where you're just like, okay, I have been very patient. I have done all this work. I've shown great strength. Kind of done with this, right? It's going on a long time, which is maybe why you need to focus on getting a little bit of rest somewhere in your week. The Hierophant is this, authority. Maybe something about this battle has to do with a governmental authority. Maybe, you're trying to get some paperwork through the red tape, and you're so frustrated at this point. But you don't really have a choice. You have to deal with this authority. You need to be patient, which is why you need to make time to rest so that you don't blow a gasket, right? So that you can manage that, manage your way through this process with this authority. The outcome is great love, great emotional fulfillment. It is a sense of inner happiness, right? That comes from, sometimes you see the Ten of Cups is all about the happy family and the, that sort of dreams coming true, wishes fulfilled. It could be that this is about romance, but I kind of sense this is your happiness. Your happiness is what is the outcome here. It's not really about another person. So whatever you're working on that involves bureaucracy, paperwork, just hang in there. Try to make some space for rest. And the outcome is this happiness, because this is all going to be behind you. I'm almost sensing it's a divorce proceeding. Like you're trying to work out all the paperwork, and you need to go through a government official in order for it to be final. And in the end, you have your inner happiness back. That's sort of what I'm sensing there. I don't know why. But anyway, Taurus, that's what I'm getting out of the cards here. Gemini. Gemini is next, and this is the deck for Gemini. It's already been shuffled. We're just going to get this out of the way. Maybe you can see a little better. Spread them out and pick. What do we want for Gemini? Spirit. What message do we have? I think I'm supposed to take that one. What do we have? Couple of cups here. This one. Oh, Gemini, what do we have here? It's here. This is quite a story, Gemini. It's not that one. No, it's not that one. It's back in here somewhere. It's hiding. It's this one. Oh dear. All right, Gemini. So, we have the Eight of Cups, and this is the Thoth deck, the Thoth Tarot. It's labeled Indolence. Eight of Cups. What do you see there? This is a sense of disillusionment. Some readers will say this is the Eight of Cups is the card of walking away, right? So something, there's still emotion flowing, but these ones, they're not flowing anymore. It's starting to reach its end, whatever this relationship is. Could be a romantic relationship, doesn't necessarily have to be, but something about this relationship. It's kind of reaching its useful end of its usefulness. And you're a little disillusioned by it. Looked like it was quite a relationship, but it's starting to reach its end. And then that is followed by the Ace of Cups, which is new relationship, right? It's a new relationship, beginning some type of relationship. Could be romantic, could be business. But there seems to be in this ending the promise of this beginning. And that is followed by the Five of Wands, which is labeled strife in the Thoth. So the Five of Wands is about competition, rivalries, there's conflict. I don't know if this is competition between your old love and your new love, competition between an old business relationship and a new relationship, conflict between this new relationship and your general well-being, conflict getting in the way of this new thing because the conflict is related to the thing you're leaving. It's hard to say. It's not entirely clear, but then we have here in this fourth card the Lovers. All right? And that, of course, is this the card of Gemini. So it could just be that it's representing you. I say of course because I assume you watch other tarot readings and you already know these things, but maybe you don't. Gemini is represented by this card, the Lovers. And the card also, if it's not a Gemini that we're talking about, if we're not talking about you with this card or some other Gemini you're involved with, it is about union. It's about partnership. So again, it doesn't have to be romantic partnership. There are a lot of cups here, so I think there's a lot of emotion involved, but that doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean it's a romantic thing, right? You can have a lot of emotion about your work. Some people do. But there's something about moving from the old to the new for this partnership that's causing strife. And then we have this last card, which is really unfortunate. It's just number 10 of the Swords, which is titled Ruin in the Thoth deck. I don't think that this progression of your life from the old to the new, even though it's tense, there is a partnership forming. This new partnership is going to happen. And I would say with the 10 of Swords here, that it's more your fear. It's your fear about the outcome. Your fear is that when you leave the old and you move toward the new, that you're going to fail. That there will be ruin, that you will be defeated. I don't see that. It's not what I feel, I should say. Spirit is not... I just did another reading and I felt very, very strongly about a negative thing. A sad thing. I'm not getting a strong negative feeling here about this. I just think this ruin, which is, all dramatic and stuff, I think that's just your fear. I do see this partnership happening. Is it going to ultimately be better that you moved from the old to the new? I don't know. I don't know, Gemini. I'm not sure. But that's what we have. I don't get any strong read otherwise there. Let's do one more. Let's do Cancer. I pre-shuffled for Cancer on this deck. And let's see what we have for Cancer. This is the Mythic Tarot. Cancer, what do we have for you today? Spirit, any messages for Cancer? It's that one. Okay. This one. I'm not reading reversals today. Oh, I got two. All right. Not reading reversals today, so that's why they're all coming out face up, because I'm making them do them. Okay, we have 3 major arcana here. Cancer. We start with the Empress. She's quite a nice card to have. This is motherly energy. Oh, sorry. Back. The Empress is, she's just full of, she's ready to birth great things, right? Some people will say this, she's, a mother, or she's pregnant. I'm not going to get that read for you today. I don't feel that. What I feel here is potential. I feel like you are ready to birth something, Cancer. That's what I sense from this. She's out in nature. It's gorgeous. Maybe you'll be spending some time somewhere, really beautiful and pristine, that's outdoor space, and being in nature will be an inspiration for you. But I feel like, this is about you having something you're about to bring into the world, but I don't really sense that it's a baby, not, a literal baby. You have the Fool, which is the beginnings. You've completed some great cycle, and you're about to set foot, step off the edge there into the unknown and start again. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep putting the cards up too high. So the Fool. So I think whatever this is, you're going to be spending some quiet time somewhere that brings out your inspirations, and you're going to bring something of creative value into the world. And then you'll be starting again, starting on your next project. Page of Cups, pull him up here so you can see him, is about, exploring and getting out there and starting something new. All right, and I think that goes really well with your cycle here of, maybe you're an artist or a writer, a musician, some sort of graphic artist. Maybe you're a web page designer or a website designer. But you're finishing up one project, and you're going to be launching out into the world this thing you've created, and you're starting a new project, and there's sort of an excitement about that for you, starting this new project. Followed is with the Queen of Wands. Pull her up here for you. This is courage, see that lion there? She's flame in hand. She's controlling that lion too, isn't she? Yeah, she's got him on a leash. Sorry, there's a glare today. So you've got plenty of courage for this new endeavor. I get the sense that you're quite determined to succeed. So maybe you're starting your own thing. Maybe, I don't know, Spirit's saying, maybe this message is for someone who's a web designer. You're about to launch. You're going to start a new project. Maybe you're starting your business, but I think it's more about projects, like individual projects, and maybe that first project is what kicked you off with your business. But you're starting something new. You're excited about the adventure. You've got the courage you need. And then our last card is Temperance, and what a lovely energy that is. It's just very calm. Just such a calm energy. I'll keep putting them too high. I'm going to remember. I really am. I need a video assistant. Maybe you're a video assistant. Maybe you can help me. No, so Temperance, it's about sort of that middle path, and it's about being patient. And so my general sense of this overall thing is that you're excited about this new endeavor, this new project or this new company you're building. You have the courage you need to start this new and to give the world what you're creating. And really, your message here, Cancer, is that you need to be a little patient. You need to accept that things take time, that there's a process, and that you don't need to build Rome in a day. So that's what I have for you, Cancer, from Spirit. Again, this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. Just starting out here. Really appreciate any comments. If any of these readings spoke to you, for your sun, moon, or rising, I'd love to hear your feedback on that. If you enjoyed the video and you're moved to like it or to subscribe to the channel, I would be most grateful for that. And I intend to try to do videos, a few times a week. So thank you so much. I wish you the most pleasant of days. Blessings.